Brilliance Audio presents Lost in Your Arms by Christina Dodd, performed by Karen Cass. London, 1843. A black wrought-iron gate with the initial T worked into the metal in ornate curlicues guarded the entrance to Hell. Hell's coach was well sprung, with padded velvet seats and matching curtains, which Mr. Kinman had insisted remained closed throughout most of the journey. Only now, as they waited for the gatehouse keeper to approach, did Mr. Kinman allow Enid a glimpse outside. Hell much resembled Suffolk. Summer flowers blazed on the undulating hills, and a rural sense of isolation clung to the road before them. Suffolk, and Hell, had a reputation for remoteness, for the fens to the north and Epping Forest to the south made rails difficult to build and roads scarce. If Enid was capable of surprise, and at this juncture she didn't believe herself capable of any marked emotion, she would have marvelled to discover Hell was difficult to approach. After all, she had always heard all roads led there. As the gatehouse keeper walked to the carriage, Mr. Kinman lowered the window. "Greetings, Harry." His voice contained faint traces of an East London accent. "I've got the wife." Enid thought that sounded ominous, almost as if she were a parcel wrapped neatly in brown paper and tied in string. Harry leapt onto the footman's perch and peered inside. He was handsome, young, with a hard face. He scanned the corners of the vehicle, but the floor of the carriage contained nothing but 4 feet and Enid's pocketbook. So he nodded, and in an educated accent said, "All right then, go right to the garden." His gaze lingered on Enid, on her neat brown travelling costume, her straw bonnet, and her tan kid gloves. Mr. Kinman stared at Enid too. Their mixture of wariness and hope gave her a queasy feeling, not that she wasn't feeling queasy anyway at the thought of seeing Stephen once more. Harry jumped down. "Drive on." "A very odd sort of gatekeeper," Enid said, making conversation as they rumbled through a small pine wood and up over a hill. "Harry's a good man. You can trust him." Mr. Kinman's meaty face was heavy with sincerity. "Anyone I introduce to you will be a man of good faith, but please, Mrs. MacLean, don't put your trust in strangers." "How many strangers will I meet?" Enid asked. Mr. Kinman's starched white collar apparently strangled him, for he ran a finger around it in a half circle. "None, ma'am. You should meet none at all." Except MacLean, and he was the strangest of all. She feared that, like a runaway train, he would once again rush over her, crush her, and leave her writhing in the destruction of her life before he rolled on to another adventure, another conquest. The thought of seeing MacLean again gave her a pain in the gut, and that, combined with the rolling motion of the coach, made her wish that the journey would be over, and soon. As they passed a hill topped by a ruined castle covered by ivy and honeysuckle, Mr. Kinman said earnestly, "Blythe Hall is a lovely spot, close to the coast and on the banks of the River Blythe." "I would have sworn it was the River Styx," she said. Mr. Kinman's broad forehead puckered as he struggled to comprehend her enigmatic reference to the river that flowed through Hell. "No, ma'am, I don't know why you would think that. It is the River Blythe. The estate is Blythe Hall. Your host is Mr. Throckmorton, a gentleman of substance and one of Her Majesty's loyal subjects." "He will tell me the details of my husband's injury?" "Yes, ma'am." Her questions and comments made Mr. Kinman frankly uncomfortable, and at any other time and in any other circumstances she would have taken pity on him. But not here and not now. She had left a dying woman to come here and see Stephen MacLean. This had better not be one of MacLean's tricks, or she would personally see that he was given an injury. "Mr. Throckmorton has commanded that you be given anything you want, anything at all," Mr. Kinman continued. "We, all of us who serve Mr. Throckmorton, will do our best to provide for your needs. We'll see that your stay here is at least tolerable." Tolerable? She turned her head away and stared out the window. No, this duty would not be tolerable. The marital mistake of her youth would haunt her forever.